Calling no return, I ain't going back. Thought I couldn't do it, had to show you that. I ain't got no feelings, it ain't no love. I ain't never changed, I just glowed up. Why you talking dope, you ain't sold none. Ain't no double cup, but I be pulled up. I ain't got no
champion. We are still here. And a few things we gotta talk about, you know. Coming off of N.O.M.E, you know, with the incident.
The round wasn't it. The crowd is always gonna be hecklers in life.
Listen.
He shouldn't have jumped on there. He been booing since Wave 7 red. Ain't no crying in you all around. I hear you, Smack. No, where's the third? Oh, my.
You know, we're still gonna get into this topic. I'm not gonna really poke at Jack Boy too much. He did a Hip Hop Is Real interview. Pretty cool how he broke it down or whatever, but I still want to address the situation that happened as far as new talent going to the main stage. When I say main, I mean like N.O.M.E, Resolution, Summer Madness, anything with 1,000 or more people in attendance, which means it's a boo RL crowd. They're gonna, if they don't like a line, boo. There's a whole bunch of adversity you gotta deal with going to the stage and being on the stage. So should the new talent, the newer guys, the rookies in a sense, or even the mid-tiers get a shot, either it's together or against a vet on the main stage? I have the man himself here, Dre Dennis. How do you feel on this topic?
I mean, I feel like for the game to progress,
Yes, sir.
we need those newer guys on the stage.
Okay.
I just feel like there has to be some type of screening. Like, you have to make sure these guys are fully prepared to touch that main stage. Because the fans get tired of seeing the vets go at it, and they're running out of vets to keep going at it with. So you gotta throw the newer guys in the mix, and there's been, think of Chess versus Av. Great battle.
Fire.
Main stage. So there's still some good to come out of it, but I feel like some guys just get pushed to the main stage, and this ain't Jack specifically, but some guys get pushed to the main stage sooner than they should be.
Yeah.
And the matchup matters a lot too.
I say, you know, stop. If you're gonna put them on the main stage, don't put them on the main stage with DNA and
I agree.
They specialize in that. They
Exactly.
specialize in
making them
taking
look bad.
you down. Like, just don't. That was Jaja DNA.
Yeah.
They solidify. You know what I'm saying? Let's leave Frank Lucas alone. Frank, call anybody else. But I do agree with putting in the newer talent against the newer talent. So we got a great result with Av and Chess. So let's keep doing that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not time for a vet. Unless it's a real grudge match against like a mid-tier to a vet, let's leave that alone until it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But how you feel?
Well, I think I agree. Av and Chess is like the perfect example in my opinion. Or I'm not sure, was Chef Trez before Shotgun Shake? That was his first, you know, in front of, well, that was 2,000 people.
But Chef Trez, I feel like he was conditioned.
But the matchup is what's really important. DNA, leave him alone. DNA, the PG killer, is now retired. Don't bring him back out. Don't put another new guy in front of him. I think matching them against each other. For example, we had Ace Amina and Burke Bucks. Yeah. That would have been nice as an opening match. Like, you know what I mean?
I disagree.
No? Why?
Ace Amina and Burke Bucks are still, that was a PG battle.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, somebody, like, as far as the same caliber. That's what I'm saying. Like, is not necessarily them specifically, but that same caliber. The Av and Chess. Loso and Scotty was good too, even though that was a one-all or whatever it was. Yeah, so
Houston member.
Yeah, but like when you have those people that are kind of along the same lines, them opening up the major cards is a good look. That's how they can get a push. They get a little experience. You know, put them in front of somebody like and Suge. I like them against Suge because Suge has embraced that gatekeeper role, and he don't ever really try to get somebody all the way out. DNA and John, they literally want to make you look bad. Suge will beat you and school you at the same time. You know what I mean? So, other than that, yeah, put them against each other. So, talk to us nice.
You know what I'm saying? Leave John alone. You'll be like my brother right here, and you'll be, you know what I'm saying, losing.
You drunk the Fiji water already?
We both got the Pure Life today.
Yeah, we got the Pure Life today. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to my regularly scheduled programming. You know what I'm saying? Where my bank account leads me.
Oh man.
But no, I'm not like I believe the new talent should still get a shot on the big stage. I'm a firm believer in like one person shouldn't like mess it up for everybody else because not everybody else is like that. Not saying you know what I'm saying Jack Boy is a problem or anything, but it's just like, you know, there's new guys that can handle the situations like that probably better than Jack Boy. Like for example, like y'all gonna keep getting tired of hearing his name, but you got N.O.M.E. You got the people thinking
N.O.M.E is ready.
You got the consensus. The consensus believes that N.O.M.E is more than ready right now. Can we agree to that?
That's how you felt with.
Can we agree to
shout
that?
out to you. That's how we felt with Prep and Wavy at that time. See what could happen.
But they still stood there and took their loss too.
But it's not. I feel like it's not about just getting on the stage and handling and losing. I'm talking about getting on the stage and being successful. Okay. You know what I mean? So we can talk about the Jack situation, but it's like I want the person that gets to that stage to win on that stage. Or at least have a classic on that stage.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have a positive.
One of them good losses.
Yeah. A good loss or a good win.
Yeah.
A stock building.
And I feel like as far as the newer guys, I think the consensus think N.O.M.E is that next guy. Let's call a spade here. Mm-hmm. Let's call a spade.
I'm going by the consensus.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going by me. I shout out to Ace. I don't think N.O.M.E is ready yet.
But
for 1,500?
So I don't think he's ready either. Skill wise, he got that, but experience goes so far.
But isn't that where?
But you have to do something to get that.
Right, you got to get in front of 1,500 people.
You can't just keep putting them in bands.
You gradually, you know,
pushing them up.
So where do you go? So where do you go from?
After you.
Where do you go from band? Where would the next stage be that you put him on?
Band is 200-300 people, if 400 if it's completely packed.
Yeah.
Born Legacy, maybe.
Okay. And that new venue now they doing out there in Florida, ain't that like 300-400 people?
I haven't been there.
But
I'll be there.
You're taking him out of his comfort zone.
Okay.
So that's still the experience on a bigger stage or the same size stage.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's no matter what, if you put a newer guy on a new stage that's out of their comfort zone, you have no choice but to get out of your comfort zone at this point.
I don't agree with that because I was at the Ace battle and he was home. Like they wanted to see him do well, but he was in the DMV. Right. So
it's not home apparently.
That's what
Ace.
It's the Goonie home.
Yeah, okay.
It's the Goonie home.
Okay.
So you go to Florida. If he do the same thing there, then you know he's about ready. Okay. But I don't think you should just push him into the big stage yet.
By the way, Ace feel like so I did a champion. I'm just gonna drop that too. So this is kind of like part 2 to the part 1. Maybe I'll get this second. Ace feel like he's ready. He's like he rapped in front of 3,000 people in his conditions when he was doing time, whatever. So so he think he's more than ready. But I feel like from what I've seen in the battles, I've seen, his speed, in terms of how fast he's rapping. Sometimes run out of breath,
breath control.
Breath control. The last one.
That's a concern for me too.
So on
he lost his voice in the third.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta work on things like that.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the bars.
Yeah.
Like he has the bars.
He got the
just experience that you need to go along with it.
You just need a little bit more of a sprinkle, a little performance factor, projection in his voice. Breath control.
Yeah.
It's the little kinks that he got to get.
And you don't just learn that by being pushed on the main stage.
So let's just not talk about Ace. What about Swamp? What about Jerry West? Names like that. Shout out to Tony, bro, a very respected figure in battle rap media. I feel like he had a poll up. I didn't screenshot it, so he had something like, he said, who's ready for that main stage? Who should get the next push?
Yeah, and I think Jerry West won the poll.
Okay.
Actually, kind of convincingly, too. People were saying, like, he should have been got it.
I think Jerry West might be slightly ready. Because I feel like when he battled X Factor, that crowd was at least close to 1,000. Or it was like 700 at least, minimum. And I feel like he did good on that one.
He showed out.
He showed out, yeah. He doesn't talk shit, though.
Right. Yeah. Jerry West is hard to say.
Jerry West.
You know what Jerry West reminds me of? Jerry West is like so I'm not gonna use basketball references. I'm gonna get caught out there. So I'm gonna use boxing references. He's like
the basketball expert.
Yeah, I know, but we ain't talking about it beforehand. Despite what people think, we don't screen champion.
This is why I get called out so many times. I ain't never played, bro.
But like he's like what was the boy Guillermo Rigondeaux. great boxer. Can't sell him. You can't sell him. Jerry West doesn't show any personality really. Like, he comes up there, he raps, he's talented, but it's like, he gets up there and it's like, oh, all right. Yeah, like, you know, you got to sell it. Somebody else, I don't know who it was, but they shouted out Ace. I mean, again, you're going to get tired of hearing his name, and it's not any bias, but Ace is doing what you got to do. You putting yourself out there, talking, showing some personality. That's how people want to see.
Would you say, let's not single out Jerry West. What about Swamp? You know, we've seen him do good versus Urana, but he's not talking shit.
Well, if you talk to Swamp in person, it's
a little bit with the T-top situation.
Yeah, that is true. But that died down now.
It did die down.
At the time, it was bubbling.
But people care about Swamp. I don't think he's ready for the big stage yet, but he's definitely ready for like a band. I want to see him in that type of setting first before going to a big stage or Born Legacy or something like that.
Yeah, but his band, he was supposed to be on the last band, and I don't know if it's out there who he was supposed to battle.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Yeah, he was supposed to battle Clean, and I was looking forward to that.
And look how that see when y'all picking opponents. Pick the right opponents. Look how that halted his career.
Yeah,
he probably been the next. He'd been talked about more than anybody else.
Yeah, and he'd have been talking because he looked like he was ready. I saw him there. He was a little frustrated.
He was ready.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was pissed.
I feel like I allegedly I don't quote. I don't know verbatim what he said, but he said I had a family member trying to pick him up. I wanted to battle you so bad or get my bars out so bad. I had a family member willing to drive and pick you up to the battle.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That means I was really about to 30. I'm about to get my family to come pick you up. I'm 30 you.
Yeah.
Bad.
Exactly. So that halted it. So that's why I think that we haven't seen him, because you can't promote a band battle, so he wasn't able to talk smack. So I think after the battle though, he'd have been on his tear the same way he was after the him and Your Honor battle and how he was going at Top and Briz. So Swamp is another one. Again, I think so. And
I would, however, this is different though. I would put T-Top and Swamp on the big stage.
You would?
Yeah.
Because, like you said, certain matchups
it's that
narrative already. So.
The only reason that the situation died down because there's no dialogue. Yeah. Once they start talking again, then it's like, oh.
And the battle rap lifespan, the attention span of the culture is like a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah. After that, it's on to something else.
You can cut my arm off right now. They'll be mad at you. 2 weeks later, oh cool, what's up? You doing?
Yeah, they got another headband on. That's what they got another headband on.
Yeah. So they got to keep going. They got to tweet something. Got to say something. But I think Jerry West, he did show a little personality in his promotions. You know what I mean? With his last battle, last few battles at least, with the trails he shot. But it's beyond that now. It's my interviews. Yeah. You can come and champion if you want, but it's also hip hop is real. It's 15 minutes of fame. It's things like that. Battle rap trap. See Ace, what he does. When he's not even on the card, he's present.
Right.
He's front and center.
He's on Twitter all day.
Everywhere. Yeah. You see him everywhere.
I don't ask people to come on champion. He's reaching out to me like, yo, you got spot for that? I'm like, yeah, why not? Come on. What's up? Yeah. So it's being seen, it's being heard, it's tweeting, it's being in the conversation. Being outside the parties loud, you know what I mean? Just stand on your car a little bit, you know what I mean? That type of thing.
Make a little noise.
Make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, I'm with you. So,
but I'm not against the new talent being on the main stage, but it gotta be against each other, not a vet.
That's it. Or a vet who's not going to try. Somebody who's going to put you under the wing. Suge going to take. I like Suge as that guy because Suge seems like the type that will say to you like, listen, I'm not going to kill how Surf was telling Geechee. Like, I'm not going to go up here and kill you. I'm gonna teach you something though. Like, I think Suge is that guy. Like,
but I feel like that's up to URL to give them the type of matchups that they'll do well in. Right. Because some of them don't turn out that well, but some of them do. Because those vets, they're just more experienced. But if you get a vet up there that's not, in the public eye, that's not a favorite, then that newer guy can get off. So
it's a fact.
And it's about the matchup.
Don't put Swap in front of T-Top on a big stage either. NWX.
Oh, God.
Just saying.
NWX.
Come on, gang. I can see
like that's a whole conversation. Yeah. That's like a whole...
It is.
That's beyond the battle.
That
is.
I just want to see Swamp in a couple more battles before that. I feel like it's a little premature right now. But I do want to see that battle.
Me too, eventually.
I can't think of one person on URL that I will want to see Swamp battle more than T-Top.
Okay. All right.
That's a damn. I feel like people push the newer talent against the vets all the time, but it's like the talent should realize too. These fans that's pushing you, retweeting you, loving everything you do, they're not going to be there after you take that loss.
That's right.
Joe Nye and Disaster, everybody's Joe Nye about to kill him, yo. Disaster ain't nothing, man. He ain't shit. Yeah, yo, go kill this man. He wacky, he lame. After that battle, where were those fans? Where are they?
They was all saying.
Disappeared
They was
fast.
all saying.
I'm telling you,
he
they
wasn't ready.
disappeared fast.
He needs some milk. That's what
All these guys ain't really your friends. They disappear. Watch the tweets. Look, I implore you guys to advanced search. Look at the tweets. A month before, a month after. I'm telling you. That's it, though. That's all I got for it. Champion.
See the crowd, see my people, shake my hand. You see the people, you see the people.
Not believing what you saying, gotta show something. Tell me though. Caught me a new DG, hit me 400. Got it for the low, we selling whole onions. Just ran up a check, but I need more money. Just me and my head is how we gon' double. Serve a lot of